OpenAI Daybreak is not just a vulnerability discovery announcement. OpenAI says Codex Security Cloud has scanned 30 million plus commits. It also says 500K plus findings were automatically determined fixed. GPT-5.5-Cyber reached 85.6% on CyberGym. The real test is whether defenders can land patches safely. OpenAI says the security bottleneck has moved beyond finding bugs. The harder workflow is validating findings, writing patches, testing fixes, and deploying them. Codex Security is the product layer inside that Daybreak push. The plugin can scan code bases, review changes, build threat models, and generate patches. OpenAI is pitching that workflow to developers and security teams. The Codex Security numbers explain why this story matters. OpenAI says the cloud preview scanned more than 30 million commits. Those scans covered more than 30K code bases. Human reviewers manually marked more than 70K findings as fixed. That is the bridge between model output and accountable remediation. OpenAI also reports more than 500K findings automatically determined fixed. That phrase matters because closed findings are not the same as safe production changes. Security buyers will ask how each fix was validated. Developers will ask whether the patch fits the codebase threat model. Daybreak will be judged by that evidence trail. The model story is GPT-5.5-Cyber under Trusted Defender access. OpenAI says GPT-5.5-Cyber reached 85.6% on CyberGym. It also reached 39.5% on ExploitGym. On CBench Pro, OpenAI reports 69.8%. Those benchmarks support capability, but they do not remove review requirements. OpenAI is not describing open access to its strongest cyber model. GPT-5.5-Cyber is intended for verified defenders. OpenAI names monitoring, scoped controls, and review as part of the release. That access model is central because cyber capability cuts both ways. Security teams should ask what evidence and audit logs come with each workflow. Patch the Planet is the open source side of Daybreak. OpenAI says more than 30 open source projects committed to participate. Initial projects include curl, Go, Python, SigStore, and Pika cryptography. The initial sprint surfaced hundreds of issues for review. OpenAI says dozens of patches were merged with more underway. OpenAI is also building a Daybreak Cyber Partner Program. The article lists security and services companies including Cisco, Wiz, and IBM. Partners can bring trusted access capabilities into customer products and services. That matters because most enterprises already buy through security vendors. The distribution path may decide how quickly Daybreak reaches defenders. Security teams should ask practical questions before adoption. How does Codex Security reproduce and validate each vulnerability? Who approves generated patches before code reaches production? What evidence is exported to vulnerability management systems? Those answers matter more than benchmark scores alone. The bottom line is that finding more bugs is not enough. OpenAI is positioning Daybreak around remediation, not alert volume. The strongest proof point is the 500K plus fixed finding signal. The biggest risk is low-quality reports increasing maintainer burden. Daybreak succeeds if verified fixes arrive faster without weakening review. Track whether Daybreak turns model capability into verified patches. Subscribe for grounded AI security analysis.